What's going on, camera friends? Welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time, thanks so much for stopping by. It's early in the morning. I probably said that a little weird, but my lovely wife Kate and I are here at Dania Beach. And today, in this video, we're gonna find out if the Lumix S9 can bird. It's gonna be exciting. And basically, oh, look at that. She's got her binoculars, she's ready to go. Let's get set up, let's find some birds, and let's see how the S9 does. Now, the real trick to birding is finding the birds. Kate is on the lookout. Lens condensation is real down here in Florida. See that? Oh, there you go. There's a good shot. That's crazy. Yep, it was quite Florida that morning. I was shooting on the Insta360 Go Ultra for the remainder of the video clips you're about to see, but I'll label them at the bottom so you know. And I have some thoughts about that camera, so subscribe if you want to see that video. Coming up soon. All right, let's dig into the S9. I normally start off with the bad stuff first, but besides the obvious ones, the lack of EVF, no mechanical shutter, and maybe the single card slot that could be an issue for you. I don't know, it depends how you shoot. To be honest, I really didn't feel any other negatives. Obviously, besides those things, mechanical shutter, all right. EVF was a little bit tough trying to shoot birds. Totally get that too, but everything else felt pretty good. Autofocus felt pretty good. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's start off with a few pictures that I got that day. Right, before we jump in, does anyone else experience this with Final Cut of your images actually looking a little bit muddy and not as sharp? I've had this in the past. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave all of these files in the description below. You can actually see the images the way they are. They're a lot sharper. They look a lot better than they do right now. Let's jump in. I won't get all crazy with this stuff and describe every photo, but I thought the light was really good. Like I said, go down below, see the images in the full resolution. They look a heck of a lot better. This sunset was really pretty, but let's get to the stuff you came for. Look at this guy right there. Feet in the water, waves in the background, that golden light cast upon his amazing feathers. It's ridiculous, I know, but that's a good shot. Here's another one too. There is a good separation from the subject, the bird itself, and the people in the background. Nice little blur back there. That guy fishing with his couple kids. Here's another one, some nice golden light. And here's the last one. That was my guy that morning. Got a couple good shots of him. I like these shots, they came out really good. Also, keep in mind that, yeah, this last one was the only one I put a denoiser on in Lightroom. So keep that in mind. Everything else, get a feel for how much noise is in all the photos. It's a pretty good shots though, I thought. Thanks. Did you say good shots? I don't know. If you did, thank you. Appreciate it. Next segment. I never know how to go on to the next thing. All right, a few more shots to show you here. I reached out to my brother-in-law, Dave. He is my go-to source for any birding knowledge, so shout out to Dave. Hey, if you want to see a video with Dave in it, click right there. Go watch it. Say hi to Dave. This guy is a blue-gray gnatcatcher. These guys are the size of warblers. If you have any experience trying to get a picture, trying to get a good picture of a warbler, you know how tough it is. They're super fast, they're very small, and they bounce around trees. They bounce around all nimbly-bimbly. They bounce around the branches really quickly, and it's hard to get a shot of them. I'm not gonna put this as a negative towards the S9, because in my experience, every camera I've ever owned struggle to get a warbler or something in that size. So keep that in mind. And I'm not giving it a free pass either. I'll show you how the autofocus performs when we get to that section. I really like this shot. He's all puffy looking, so cute. Look at that guy. Later that day, I headed down to Wolf Lake because there is always Muscovies down there. So it was a target-rich environment, and I knew I'd be able to set up and show you guys how the autofocus works. I rigged up the S9 with the 150 to 600, and I threw my Ninja 5 on top so I can record what the viewfinder was showing you. And frankly, I didn't do this at the beach because I didn't want to lug this massive thing with the monitor around. It would not have been, probably even shakier than this stuff here. The first shot we are looking at right here, very happy with. At this point, the animal subject detection was not even turned on, and the S9 was already putting a target box around that Muscovy. 2 thumbs up, good stuff. In this shot here, you have both Muscovies in the frame, taking up the same space. So you're seeing the autofocus box priority and the other target behind it. So the priority one's in yellow, and then the other target is in white, and it's selecting which target to focus on. At this point, you can actually tap on either of those boxes and the camera will switch what it's autofocusing on. Good stuff. This next shot, saw 2 ducks out there. I wanted to get a panning shot so I can show what the autofocus looks like as it's moving. Not too stoked about this. I was in whole area autofocus, and the duck in the middle, it took a long time for the autofocus to find it. I didn't change any of the settings from the previous shots. Maybe the water's a little bit trickier. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. I just thought that it probably should have saw that duck in the middle, and it did not. The last clip here I want to show you is you see the autofocus box, the target box around the Muscovy. As the Muscovy's walking, the autofocus is really soft. I thought at first that it might be the minimum focusing distance, but at the end of the clip, it actually snaps in the focus. Kind of odd. Maybe it's with the monitor, not really sure. I wasn't snapping a picture, so I don't really have anything to back it up. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. And lastly, I had to end with this guy right here. I love squirrels. And raccoons too. If you're not subscribed yet, and you like raccoons, you better get to subscribing, because I'm gonna go find you guys some raccoons. So I have a whole video of raccoons. It's gonna be fun. Closing thoughts. What is our closing thoughts? Why did I pick this camera up? Would I pick the S9 to go birding with? Like if I was starting at my house and I said, today I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna go birding, it's gonna be fun. Would the S9 be the camera I would pick up and take with me? Absolutely not. I would not do that. The S9 is really good for street photography. And if you see a bird somewhere on the streets, you see those birds on those streets, I'd say, yeah, take some pictures of that bird with the S9. It'll be fine. But practically, no one's taking an S9 to go birding. They're just not. This was fun to do though, and it was interesting to see the strengths that the S9 actually did have during this whole thing. The autofocus I thought worked pretty well. The electronic shutter didn't really get in the way, but I didn't shoot anything that was very fast moving. So there's still that. Maybe part 2 of this video, I don't really know. Hopefully this was entertaining, and I'd like to know your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think of the S9? What do you think about the S9 and birding? Wildlife? Tell me below. I appreciate it, and I'll see you next time. Woo!